Northern Colorado ends Montana State's tournament dominance, advances to Big Sky Championship. For the first time since 2021, a Big Sky team has managed to knock Montana State out of the conference tournament, and Northern Colorado did it in emphatic fashion. The top-seeded Bears delivered a commanding 72-45 victory over the Bobcats in Tuesday's semifinal matchup, snapping Montana State's 9-game tournament winning streak in the process. The Bobcats had claimed the Big Sky title as a number 1 seed in 2022, number 2 in 2023, and number 5 last season, proving their ability to thrive in the postseason. But their impressive run came to an abrupt end in Boise. Defensive masterclass fuels UNC's win. Northern Colorado head coach Steve Smiley emphasized defense as the key to his team's preparation, and the Bears executed the game plan to perfection. "We were playing a team that had been playing its best basketball of the season," Smiley said. "But we stopped them 13 times in a row in the first half. Our guys have done such a great job defensively. We know we're good on offense, but defense was the difference." Montana State's Brandon Walker, an All-Big Sky honorable mention, remained on the bench for the entire game, even as the Bobcats struggled to close a nearly 30-point gap. UNC's defensive dominance was on full display from the opening tip. The Bears held Montana State scoreless for the first 8 minutes and 13 seconds, racing out to a 15-0 lead before the Bobcats finally got on the board. It marked the second straight game where UNC built a sizable early advantage, following a 17-2 start against Weber State in the quarterfinals. "As strong as we are offensively, getting out to a 15-point lead like that makes a huge difference," Smiley added. Bobcats' brief surge fizzles out. Montana State briefly clawed back into contention, cutting the deficit to 18-11 with just over 6 minutes left in the first half. But UNC's defense tightened once again, holding the Bobcats scoreless for the final 2:38 of the period to take a 30-18 halftime lead. "We know basketball is a two-half game," said UNC's Langston Reynolds, a first-team All-Big Sky selection. "The first half doesn't mean much if you don't finish the job. A good cushion is nice, but it's not going to win us the game." Montana State lingered early in the second half, but UNC put the game out of reach with a decisive 17-4 run, sparked by a pair of technical fouls on Bobcats head coach Matt Logie. The second-year coach's frustrations boiled over, leading to his ejection with just over 10 minutes remaining. From there, the Bears coasted to victory. Balanced attack powers UNC's offense. While defense set the tone, UNC's offense remained as balanced as ever. Jaron Riley led the team with 13 points, while Brock Wisney and Quinn Denker each added 12. Marcel McCreary chipped in 11 points and grabbed a season-high 8 rebounds. UNC's 2 leading scorers, Reynolds and Isaiah Hawthorne, each finished with 9 points. Smiley praised his team's selfless approach, noting that any player on his roster could put up bigger individual stats elsewhere, but they prioritize winning over personal numbers. "We don't have a selfish guy on this roster," Smiley said. "Put any of these dudes on another team, and their numbers skyrocket. But that's what's special about this group, they just want to win." Historic win for UNC, end of the road for Montana State. UNC's victory marked their first tournament win over Montana State since 2013, though that game was later vacated due to NCAA violations. The Bobcats' elimination also ends their streak of Big Sky title game appearances dating back to 2019, excluding the 2020 tournament, which was cut short due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Meanwhile, Montana State's season likely comes to a close with a 15-18 record, 9-9 in Big Sky play, missing out on a 4th straight championship game appearance. What's next? The Big Sky Championship awaits. With the win, Northern Colorado advances to the Big Sky Championship game, where they will face number 2 seed Montana on Wednesday night. The Grizzlies secured their spot with an equally dominant 78-55 win over Idaho in the other semifinal. It marks UNC's first trip to the title game since 2022, when they fell to Montana State as a number 3 seed. This time, the Bears are determined to finish the job. "Our goal isn't just to reach the championship game," Reynolds said. "It's to win it. Getting there is great, but it doesn't mean anything if we don't finish the job."